Hello, everybody. Long time no see, right? Well, I'm in Phoenix now, in our condo, and it's been kind of rough at first. I was having a hard time breathing, as I've mentioned before I left, and on Monday I decided to go to the emergency room and see what the heck was going on. Oddly enough, now I'm going in there and I can't breathe. They didn't give me oxygen, but they ran a gazillion tests, and they said except for a little bit of fluid up in my top part of my lungs, and they thought that my chest, or my heart looked like it was enlarged a little bit, and they thought that was due to this fluid. So she put me on antibiotics and Lasix, a water pill, and potassium to counterbalance the Lasix. And I do feel like I'm breathing a little bit better, but it's not like a miracle and like I'm breathing perfect. But I feel a little bit better. I've had some problems walking because, of course, I just had the surgery. It's only been a couple months, and so I'm having a little bit of problems. I called around, and I found a wheelchair I can borrow for free, and so I'm going to see if my cousin, it's right close to her house, and I was going to see if she'd go get it, and then we could get it from her tomorrow. And that way I can go to some things that you do walking. I don't know, maybe Ron could I don't know if we could get two of them, but because it's going to be bulky, but heck, we could even share it, take turns, because I just can't walk that much. So I'm hoping by the end of the month that has improved as well. So I have, in spite of my feeling terrible, I have done some thrifting. I'm telling you that so far I've found some things. We went to a place yesterday, and it was called the Golden Armadillo, and it was huge, and there was lots of stuff there. I was having a hard time walking around, but all the prices were retail. If I wanted to buy something for myself, that would have been fine. But I'm so cheap, I only want to buy it, cheap when I'm buying it for myself. Call me cheap, crafty Jackie. Oh gosh, I'm nutty. So anyway, but I found a few things. I actually got a couple of things to use here. I bought a walker yesterday. It was $15. One of those kind of with the wheels, because I have one. But Ron said it was too bulky. We didn't have room for it. We left it at home. So I decided to use it here and then donate it when I take the wheelchair back and give them that as well. Because I have one at home, so I don't need one here. As I said, I found a few things. I had like 3 things in a cart yesterday at Goodwill. And I had to go to the bathroom, went to the bathroom, came back. Well, my brother was supposed to be watching the cart, but he walked away from it because he gets in the zone and he's looking at stuff. So they took the cart and put all my stuff away. Well, we looked around for a while. He looked and looked and looked. I don't know if they took it in the back. Somebody else took it and bought it. I don't know, but it's gone. And I was a little disappointed. A couple of things was stuff I really wanted, but what are you going to do? So my cousin by that time had checked out, so I looked around. I found a couple of things, and then I boogied. So I forgot one thing that I bought. My brother and I went in, oh gosh, probably the end of it's probably been a week, to this thrift store, and everything was really cheap. I can't remember exactly where we were, what the name of the place was. I can't remember it. I'm hoping that I can look, on my phone and it'll jog my memory, because I'd love to go back there. And but they were closing. They closed real early. So anyway, I did pick up a couple of things while I was there. So if you will give me a minute, you can just watch my very attractive background. And I will get the other things. I also went to a Dollar Tree, and they hadn't raised their prices yet, and they had some things that I couldn't find at home, so I picked them up. And my daughter and I went into Tuesday morning because the one by us closed, and we were rather disappointed. Their craft aisle was about a half of an aisle, of a short aisle. So we did not get to get any, we didn't get a whole lot of craft stuff. Let me see if I can. That's even worse. All right. I had to really rig this up because, of course, it was so chaotic when we were leaving that we were just throwing stuff in. And I left a lot of stuff at home that I needed. So anyway, we went to this place first. And like I said, I wish I could remember the name of it. And there wasn't price tags on it because I said, there's no price tags on these. And she just said, well, she threw out a price. So they are 2 of these, I guess you would say candle rings. Or you could just set it under a bowl or whatever. But they're the old flocked berries. And the greenery, I don't know if it had something in there originally or what. Doesn't look like it, but I can't tell. So this one you could definitely use for a candle ring if you had a big fat pillar. And then this one is bigger. And this one has pine cones on it instead of the berries. So I thought these were, truthfully, I don't remember ever seeing anything like this before. But I thought they were pretty cool. And I thought that they could be used by many of us lovers of the plastic. So I picked them up. My brother looked at me like I was crazy. He doesn't understand. My brother is Rocky. He does not understand necessarily always what I can get that will sell. He looked at me like, I said, trust me, people will buy these. He goes, okay. So then I went to and I'm going to have something else missing, but I'm not probably going to go look for it. I don't know. When I went to the Goodwill, I got this really pretty teapot. And I love it because it's blue and white. And I figured there's a lot of us that love blue and white. I just thought this was a very pretty, and it's nice. It's a good size teapot. And it was made by London Pottery. So, and I looked and checked. I didn't see any cracks or chips or anything on it. So I thought that was good. I thought it was in good shape. So I got this. Let me see. And then I forgot that they had cups here. I was looking for a plastic glass for in the bathroom because I'm always afraid I'm going to knock it over and it'll break. So I bought this. I'm going to put that on the floor because it's taking up a lot of room. So I got a plastic cup. I had to dig around to find one that was it was 99 cents. Well, if I wanted to wait, I could have got one at Dollar Tree. Probably could have got a bunch of them at Dollar Tree. But anyway, I digress. So, how is everybody there? I hate to even let my daughters that are at home know what the weather is here, because except for one, I think it was Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, it rained, but it was like, you know how you get a spring rain? It was fine. It has been, a couple days was in the 50s. Then it started going in the 60s. Now we are going to have days in the 70s. And this morning, it was 4 below zero at my house, at where I live. I felt bad. I do feel bad. Because my daughters, Sarah and Doug, are here. So they're enjoying the warm weather as well. All right. So then we went to... Where did we go next? Where did we go yesterday? Oh, then we went to Savers, and I was all excited because I have seen a lot of you guys do hauls from Savers, and I thought their prices were usually pretty good. I thought they were okay. They had a lot of stuff that I would have liked to buy, and then I thought, well, I'm going to wait a couple of days or something and see what they have, if they've reduced the price or anything. But anyway, so I found this. I collect, if I can find them, paper mache, or these are actually fabric that they've stiffened. And this is this delightful little choir boy. Look at him. Isn't he adorable? I don't know if he had a little book in his hand. It looks like he might have. But he doesn't now. I can probably, yeah, he did. But I can probably find something to improvise with. But he's this darling little choir boy, and he's, except for his book is gone, he's in perfect condition. And I thought he was half price, which was, he was a green, but half price was not green. I know a lot of stuff was blue, so I assumed that was the newer stuff because there was a lot of blue. So I was hoping next week that some of that blue will be on sale. Let's hope. So I got that. I got this also thinking it was on sale, but it was not. And it's this Avon pheasant, and I thought it was really pretty. I believe it might be empty. It was leather in it. Let's see. It smells good. No, it's empty. But it smells really good inside. Leather's a good scent of Avon's men's. So anyway, I thought that one it was in really nice shape, and all the colors were good on it and everything. So I picked him up. I picked this up. The pot is filthy. And it wasn't half price or anything, but I got it to put outside. We have a pot on our table outside, and I wanted something to put in it. So I got that. Let's see what else. I got this little plaque. This was half price. And I got it from one of my cousin's daughters. Both of them are pregnant and due around the same time. And it says, all because two people fell in love. And I said, she could hang that up with one, their picture. Or a picture of them with the baby when they get to have the baby. This gal in her rocking chair, she's got a few little places where the paint's off, but me and Dee always touch it up with watercolors, so I'm sure I can do that. And it's really very little. It's got a Made in Japan sticker on the bottom. It is a bank, but it's missing the cork, but I have corks at home. And it says on the back, retirement fund. So I'll just leave this like it is. Anyway, but look at her. She's sitting there knitting. She's got her kitty in her lap. Because that's what they think that we do when we retire. So maybe when these were made, I'd say maybe the 60s, 50s. I don't know. Made in Japan. It could be. But maybe that's what ladies did. Except for the hair. The white hair. I don't have a bonnet on. I hardly am knitting and rocking in a rocking chair. And certainly not with a cat. I'd be dead. I'm so allergic to them. But anyway, I thought it was very cute. And I thought, you know, I saved money. Of course, I didn't bring it with me. But, you know, I save money so that we can take trips. And when I get my bank full, mine's a glass jar that I got from Dollar Tree. When I fill it up, I put it in a bigger one that I have. When that's getting real heavy, I take it to the bank and I throw it in the savings. So it's a good thing to do. If you're going to retire or are retired, throw some money in the bank, and then when you get enough going, take a little trip or something. That's my thoughts. Okay, now I bought 3 bags. Let me show this first. I got this elephant, which has this weird tag on its nose. And it's this elephant right here. This thing is made of rope or twine, and it has been braided for the legs and the trunk and just wound around stuff for that. Even the ears are made of it. Yeah. I thought this was super cool. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. And so for an elephant lover, this would be a really neat one to add to your collection because it's so different. So I got that. I bought this candle because I kept looking for new ones and they were all gone already. With a kind of a pine scent because I never got to burn mine at home. And I don't know who it's made by. It just says, "Oh, Christmas tree," but it smells really good. So I would burn it now, today, but Sarah's coming over and she hates pine. That was why I never had burned them at home. I'll burn them all year long. I love them. Then I bought, let me make sure. I bought 3, they have the bags hanging on the wall. They had them. 2 of them I paid $4.99 for. Actually, one of them was half price. One of the $4.99 ones was half price, and then one was $5.99. So I'm just going to show you some of the things that were in there, because a lot of them were little bitty things. One of them I bought just because this was in it. A Santa ornament, but I don't know if I'll use it as an ornament or what. But it's one of those that's like paper mache or something. And I saw that it was, and that's why I got that. And then these are all, it says made in Taiwan. So they've got some age to them. So I got that little Santa. This one bag had all these, they're ornaments, but man, I tell you what, I'm going to try to do some kind of craft with them for the summer. There's all these dragonflies. There's 4 blue ones and a gold one. And I thought these, I bet I could, make some kind of, make a wreath with these on them maybe. Okay, let's see. And I don't even know which ones were in which bag, really, because I just laid it all on the floor. And then there was these. A whole set of Hamco of the little mice with vases like that. There was 3 of them. The other one had, I don't know what it had. Well, I had them sitting here, and I bought something for Bandit that takes a battery, and I was fiddling around trying to get the battery pack out and knocked over one of the mice. So I only have a pair of them now, but they're still adorable. I said to Ron, what did I break? He told me. I said, okay. You know, it happens to us gals and guys so frequently that you break something that you just kind of, you learn to shrug it off. Now, I have seen these individually before, so maybe I'll hang on to them and wait till I find some individual ones. That ain't so cool. There was quite a few little ornaments. There was a Snoopy, which I do collect. I have Snoopy ones on my tree right now. My tree is still decorated because I had to leave it, so it'll be coming down in February. And there was this little snowman. And this one is a little reindeer, and the sleigh is piled with gifts. And these are good for using for crafting, for little assemblages and stuff. So I was happy with those. And then there was this one guy. I'm not sure what they're doing, but they're Christmassy. So I had those. But there were 2 of these. If I can find the other one. Plastic gnomes or whatever, which I will put on my tree. It says they were made in China. I don't know. They look older than that to me, but that's what it says. There was this cute little angel and this cardinal. I like little things because I can craft them. There was this cute little phone booth that says Santa phone. Then there was a couple of ornaments that were made of, this one was House of Lloyd, 1996. Made of like polymer clay. And this one, they've shellacked it or, you know, whatever after they made it. I love polymer clay stuff. I'm wanting Dee to show me how to do some polymer clay things. There was this one lone little sheep. It's probably out of a nativity set made in Japan. There was this little glass bear, the heart. That'll be cute for Valentine's Day. Then there was this glass ornament. It's a Santa. Looks like in a sleigh. But there's a piece broke off here. But it was made in Sweden. Handmade in Sweden. So it was like probably like blown glass, I'm guessing. Or molded glass. Yeah, it might have been molded glass, yeah. But I thought that was kind of cool. And then there was like a bunch of these little sheepy things. Bunch like that. There's a broken guitar, but I'll fix it. And then there was all these little fishing things, which would make a cute assemblage for Father's Day. So I'm going to work with that for Father's Day. Try to sell some things like that to you guys. There's a little teeny tiny cup that says I love New York. A lot of little stuff. A little turkey. And a little egg with a thing on top to put a photo in. It's got a bunny on it, but you can't see it because of the sun coming in. There you go. let's see what else. There was this. A lot of glitter. A lot of glitter. There was a homemade heart made out of the dough with cinnamon in it, but I don't really smell like cinnamon anymore. Oh, there was what was the name of that movie? Easy Rider? And there was this pewter ornament that was made by Gantz. It says, "You are an angel." And I think, except for the thing I bought, Bandit, this is the last item. A little bear riding a bike, riding a tricycle. I don't know what I'll do with that. Probably would take the bear off, though. Anyway, so that is my haul. Not much so far. Good thing it's only the first week, because if I was showing this at the end of the month, I'd be feeling really sad, because this is not much stuff. And my brother says, "You better watch what you're buying. How are you going to get it all home?" I said, "I'll have room. Don't worry." So, I miss you guys. I have been trying to catch some sales just to say hi to people. But I do miss you people. And I hope to see you soon in a sale. I hope to be doing a sale soon. And in the meantime, please take care of yourselves and yeah, take care of yourselves. Be safe. COVID is running rampant, of course. And stay warm if you're where it's cold. If you're where it's hot, stay cool. I love you guys. Bye.